Hey guys, it's Damien.
And I'm Kenady, and thank you so much for joining us. Now today we're going to be talking about gender roles in the house and how we navigate through that in our marriage. But before, we want to start playing a little game called This or That in regards to what chore we'd rather do. So, go ahead.
So the first one, Kenady, I want you to be honest here. This or that. Would you rather kill the bug or pick up the dead bug? Don't lie. Don't lie.
That's why you petty for that. That's not a chore.
That's a chore. It has to be a chore.
I can't. You know I don't do bugs. I'll spot out the bug and then you have
So can you kill the bug? Have you killed a bug before?
Now, there's a difference between spraying killing and grabbing a shoe and killing. I could probably spray, still screaming, but I can't, like...
She hates bugs.
If I can feel the crunch or hear the crunch,
I don't
I'm
like
definitely
bugs.
Not, like...
But I have to, like, 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, I'm being called for all of that. And so, I'm going to say this and that. Really?
That don't count.
Yeah,
I can't do. But if I had to choose, I'd rather kill it. But I can't clean it.
You can't kill it either.
Like, no, I can't kill it either. What about you?
That was mine. What about yours? I said I do.
You do both. Okay.
I do both.
So, would you rather take out the trash or make the bed?
Ooh. Make the bed. I like making a bed. My granny taught me how to make the bed, so I don't really like taking out the trash, but I do it. I do it most of the time.
99.9%.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. If, like, for here, we have, the little valet trash, so you're just taking out the trash. But if it's, like, taking out the trash, going outside to the backyard or to the dumpster, I can't do that. But also...
You could do it, but you decide not to.
I don't want to, because bugs.
You see her heart.
Bugs could be there. And then making the bed, it's like, it depends on, are you making the bed fresh after you wash the sheets and then making the bed, or are you making the bed after waking up? But if I had to choose, probably make the bed.
Okay.
Make the bed as well, too.
Okay.
Very sloppily. I'll make the bed.
So, inside chores or outside chores? That means cutting the grass or doing the bathrooms, like inside, outside chores.
I gotta do inside because outside be hot, or it's raining or storming.
Be hot, yeah.
The bugs, I know there's bugs inside too, but bugs are more rampant.
You don't like bugs.
Outside, I don't. Any show without bugs, I'm fine. What about you?
I would say inside now too.
Who goes to the outside?
I don't know. We gotta
pay somebody.
Look, if you do outside work, send us email or phone and we call you. But yeah, I used to cut with my brother. We owned a landscaping company, and when I tell you it was hot, and now after like the pandemic, I think it might get hotter. So it's gonna be hotter outside and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
it's hot. It's humid. Georgia humidity.
But if I had to, I'll cut the grass. I used to like. Not even like, I used to love putting those lines in the grass, Bermuda grass, fescue. Oh, that's beautiful. But yeah, I'll do some inside work all day.
So would you rather do the laundry, like, sort and wash it? Or would you rather put up the laundry, like fold and put it up?
So do the laundry.
Like, sorts, whites and blacks and colors and towels.
Nah, let's see, I don't know. Okay, I'll fold it. I'll fold it and put it up. Because I might put some reds with some whites and then...
everything pink.
Yeah, everything pink. So I'll fold it.
Fold it.
What about you?
That's great, because I'd much rather clean. Clean is no problem. I can sort, clean. Folding it, putting it up where it's supposed to go, that's too much work. So.
But when I do put it up, you can't find stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's right. That's another video.
Okay.
That's another video.
Okay, so for me, mopping or vacuuming, what would you like?
Probably vacuum, because mop, you gotta do it with water, and then it gets dirty water, and then you usually gotta sweep before you mop. So I think vacuum is just like.
I'll do vacuuming too. So mop.
Mop.
So you see what's missing in our house a little bit. I do mop sometimes.
Yeah.
But not all the time.
Yeah. Would you rather cook or do the dishes?
Oh, easy. Dishes.
If you watch our last video, he does the dishes, but
the food's still on the dishes.
It's clean food though. The food is clean on the dishes. It's clean with soap and water, a little bit of soap. So yeah,
And you, obviously, what would you?
Yeah, cook. I'd rather cook. I hate doing the dishes.
I know.
I'll cook all day long, and I use every dish. I'm one of those. I use every dish. I don't clean as I go.
When I go into the kitchen, I count up like 1, 2, 3, 25. I said, we only get 3 things on the plate, but how we have 25 dishes out?
I ain't doing the dishes. I can do better with that. So that was just a little fun. Now we want to get into the seriousness of it. I know, especially during today's times, there's different gender roles and kind of people breaking away from that than the traditional, wife stay at home, man, go out and do. But we just wanted to share our perspective and how we handle things in our household based on these different key principles. However, it doesn't mean that our way is right. It's just, a way that we do, and we try and use biblical principles and everything on how we navigate in our home to keep our home nice and
peaceful.
Clean and peaceful.
Yeah, clean and peaceful. So number one, I think the number one thing that we do as a family, I think we do it well, is have a servant heart. We look to serve rather than to be served. Mm-hmm. And the Bible is very clear. The greatest in the kingdom is the one who is serving. So I saw that with my father. He was a big server, whether he was cleaning, whether he was cooking, and not. And with Kenady, she come from 1-8, so you gotta serve. You gotta serve in that atmosphere. But so the thing here is that when somebody is working or not working, whatnot, you don't want to be on the couch just looking at television or playing video games or on a computer all day when somebody is slaving at work and whatnot. And so when Kenady comes home or when I come home, it's not like our job is done. It's what can I do? How can we work together, right? How can I serve Kenady? How can Kenady serve me in the house? And not looking at right now, but looking at forever, or better yet, looking at eternity. Because sometimes I don't want to do certain things. I don't feel like doing certain things.
Dishes, the 10,000 dishes.
Yeah, the 10,000 dishes that she cleans. But I sing to the Lord. Like while I'm doing it, sometimes I'm like, God, I'm just going to sing to you because I'm serving you ultimately. Yes, I'm serving Kenady, but I'm serving the Lord. And it puts my heart in a place of love and compassion, because sometimes Kenady doesn't feel well. And I'm there and I said, look, I gotta get done. So that's how we look at it.
And I love that you aren't too good, quote unquote, to like clean or do things around the house. Because a lot of times, in the past that's deemed as the women's responsibility. But being the head of the household, you are, I'd say you're the better servant than I am. Even though we try and, outserve each other, but I do think you take the lead in that servanthood, and I appreciate that. So number 2 is we like to base it on talents as well, too, or enjoyments. Yeah. Like, I love to cook, and so cooking is not a burden to me. 96% of the time, I enjoy doing it. Now, there's times when I'm like, man, I don't feel like cooking, and he'll cook. But most of the time, I cook because I enjoy it. I'm good at it, I think, right?
Yeah, she's good.
You like my food?
Have you seen something?
And also, you tend to iron, 99% of the time because he actually enjoys ironing.
Yeah, I will iron. You see this?
I'm like, we'll go walking at the park and he iron my. I'm like, if you don't come on. And so that's what he likes to do. So why not have that quote unquote chore be for the person who enjoys it or is good at it? So that's how sometimes we kind of navigate through that. Like, you like doing this, you can do it because I don't really like doing that, or vice versa. Because before him, I don't even think I had an iron. Like, I don't iron, so I probably didn't iron this shirt. But so yeah, just based on talents and enjoyments as well.
So number 3 is seasons. Seasons change, and sometimes our roles change because of the season. And we talked about this when Kenady gets pregnant or whatnot. This is not no announcement or anything like that.
Not ready yet. Yet.
But when that season comes, there might be more responsibility on my plate, and I gladly take it because I'm not going anywhere. And I understand that sometimes her feet might be hurting. Sometimes, especially during the last trimester and whatever, just not feeling well. And so maybe I had to cook more. I had to look up on Google, different recipes. Who cares? I'm here for the long run. And I will clean up the house. I will gladly do it. Sing it to the Lord. But one of our parents of our baseball team had a husband who was disabled, and he could not do anything for herself. That season changed for her when he became disabled, and that season was longer. And she served her husband so well, bringing him to the games, pushing him, cleaning, cooking, washing him, and everything. And so, again, to death do us part. That's what I signed up for. And it's not a contract, it's a covenant. And so in covenant, there's all things happen, life happens, and so I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too. The next one is just being aware and taking the initiative. It's not about, oh, this is your job, you need to do it, but we're taking the initiative. If we see something that needs to be done, like if I see that the trash needs to be taken out and Damien's doing something else, I can take the initiative and take out the trash, or seeing a dish here, I can do that. And so we're just being aware, what we call dancing in the kitchen. It's not about you do this, you do that, but just working. You see a job that needs to be done and doing it, because we're a team. So
yeah, which leads us to the last one, teamwork. Right? We look at this as we are a team, and I loved my experiences in high school and college on teams. Baseball in middle school, and basketball from high school and college. And just that, we all here, we're 5 or 15 is total on a team in basketball. We're all here for one goal, and that's to win a championship. Let's do it. So that's practice. We get on each other, and sometimes we don't like our role some days. And let's be honest, like some days you just don't like the role, but we're a team. And we have one goal, and that goal mainly is to serve Christ, and so with doing that, we're a unit. We come together, and we just get it done. And I just like that mindset when we wake up in the morning. We're getting it done. We have goals for our not say ministry or business or whatnot, just to get it done. And with all of that going on, the house needs to be cleaned, the bills need to be paid, and all that, but we're still moving forward. And I think sometimes we can get distracted on the little stuff and not see the big picture. We really want to touch families' hearts and their souls and just bring people together all over the world. And so if we're affected by little roles, gender roles, I think that can affect God's ministry going through us to all of you guys. So
that concludes our video today. We'd like to hear how some of y'all might handle different roles in the home. And I know we don't have kids yet. I know with kids that's a whole different ball game. But whole different ball game. He likes to make fun of me. But Tom be happy. And so but yeah, please share and comment. If you haven't, please subscribe and pass this message along. And don't forget to comment. You can also follow us on Instagram at Damien and Kenady. That's Damien and Kenady spelled out.
Again, my name is Damien Nash.
And I'm Kenady Nash.
And we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.